So we learned most of the dash functions till date. We learned all the text to date, table functions, filter functions, and then math, informational, logical, and then arithmetical functions we've been learned, and then time intelligence part one, part two learned, and then we learned uh, mm, time intelligence one, two we have been done, and after that what we've been done is the fiscal calendar we have been done, and then some other scenarios also we have been done. So right now we are coming with visual customization. This is not custom visuals that we've been already learned, okay, which we'll get from Microsoft Store. Okay, this is not that kind of things. Visual customization means in this we are going to learn to modify the default visuals or else native visuals, what we call these kind of things. So these are called default visuals or native visuals. So we want to do some changes and then in this particular native visuals, and then we want to show that in its different style. That is what we are going to learn. Visual customization means it's not a custom visual. It is the visual that we do have in our way by default, but we are doing some changes in that, and then by doing some cosmetic changes and then DAX logics, we are converting that into something different. This is what we are learning today. First of all, hope you understood what is difference between custom visuals and visual customization. So can you guess what is this visual?
Line.
What is that? Okay, let me tell you, like we'll get confused over here. Like it doesn't looks like even line chart. It doesn't look like even uh, line and column chart, and then it doesn't looks like something else. Okay, even we are seeing all this, even it is not like a ribbon chart. So what is this one? What exactly is this one? We do have a line and column chart, but we don't have a line and bar chart. But it's look like a line and a bar chart. So how we can do that? So what exactly is this? What is this showing? Okay, what is the requirement, and then how we are showing in this? Okay, that is what first of all our concern, and then we'll learn regarding that, and after that we'll go into like in detail explanation. So I do have some sales in year. Okay, from January to December, I do have some sales, and then my like client asked me that their lowest point that from where they'll get profits, and then below that they'll get losses, and then the medium like average point is like 9,600. If it varies from 96,000 to another 9,600 or else okay a 9,000 extra, that is fine, and after that it is two profits. If it gets down to that particular means okay, it would be safer for them, okay, if the sales are in that particular region. If they are more than that, okay, obviously in that scenario they are going to give some incentives to their sales persons because they are getting more sales, more profits. And after whenever it is like again less than that particular line, okay, then they can understand that it is a very bad situation in their sales, so they can have some meetings with their representatives, and then they can like talk to them to improve their sales. So that's what they want to see. It's not like exactly one single line. Okay, they have a band. In that particular band, okay, if the sales is available, that's okay with them. If it is less than that, that's a truly bad situation, bad sales. And then whenever it is more than that, then they are good, very good, and then very positive sales, like two good sales, two more sales. Okay, so that is what they want to replicate. So how we can replicate that one? How we want to show that one? So this is nothing but a line and stacked column chart. If you click that, you can see this. But you may feel like, okay, stacked column chart, okay, but where is the columns? How we can do that? In this particular thing, okay, we don't have too many logics over here to display, but only one simple measure logic that we've been made, and after that a small cosmetic changes that we made, and then we converted this line and stacked column chart into this. First of all, what we've been made. Okay, so let me show this one and then we can understand. I've been taken, okay, line height. Okay, first of all, this is the lowest value, 94,000. Below that, okay, they'll get losses. That is the minimum line. Okay, that it should not cross below that. If they cross below 94,000, okay, they'll get into losses. So minimum sales that need to be done for every month is 94,000. So that is this line. And then they want what is the safe range is like 9,000. After that, 9,000, 94,000, 9,000 is safe range. Okay, that's okay. Now after that, if still it goes up, means okay, they are getting more profits. So they are expecting their sales between this, okay, 94,000 and plus 9,000 altogether is 103,000. So they wanted the sales to be between 94,000 and then 103,000 every month. So that is the safe range. Then we need to check whether it is going down or up of that particular safe range. So how we can do that? We've been made the lower limit in a measure, and then in the second measure we've been made the safe range, and these two have been taken as a stacks, two different stacks. Now after that, okay, I made one stack value, the lower stack value, as the background color. Simply, I'll show you that, and then you can understand. Simple thing. This is what exactly that I've been made. So again, you might feel okay, what is the, if this is like this, okay, then why the difference, there is no gap between, there is a very slight gap between that particular columns. Again, we do have that also option, that also we can do. Okay, spacing. So you have inner padding. Then whenever it is 10 or 20, you will have gaps between that. Okay, generally it would be like 20. Okay, then you'll have gaps between columns. But in this particular scenario, we made it 0, then obviously there won't be any gaps. Then again, I want to make this particular color into white so that we can't see that. Then again, the upper part, okay, we need to make it very light color so that a small white line will be available between those things, that we can't see that line if we made it like very light color. That is the logic. So this is how we achieved. And then this is a normal line. Okay. This is normally forecast sales. This is normal sales, total sales or whatever it might be. Forecast sales, sum of forecast sales, nothing but. Okay, this is how we done this one. And then again, okay, there is some other logics over here. You can see whenever, okay, the line is more than that value, we need to show that in a something else. And then whenever it is less than that particular region, a lower a bottom to that particular region, okay, it should show green. So you can make it vice versa. Whatever you want, you can show. However you want, you can show that. So how we can do that again? So there's the same scenario like I said, like earlier, but we made some other like so measures over here. This is the measure that have been created. In the variable, I've been taken at the lower limit, the lower limit plus, okay, the higher, the height of the thing. So obviously I'll get 103. So lower limit is 94, and then height is 9,000. So 94 plus 3,000 is equal to 103. So I get the higher limit. And then in the result, if my forecast sales is greater than the upper limit, then obviously I want to show the forecast sales. And then if it is not greater than upper sales, then what? There is no else condition over here. So that is the reason why whenever it is more than that, okay, it will shows that line. And then whenever it is not more than the upper line, then it don't shows the line. So that is one measure. And then, okay, bottom also I've been taken a measure. And then in that, okay, lower limit, just a lower limit. I take a lower limit, and then this is not necessary over here. Upper limit is not necessary. So I'll make it this kind of thing. And then afterwards, whenever the forecast sales is less than the lower limit, then only I want to show the forecast value. Else part, I don't want to show anything. So I didn't give any else part. So this is how I took two values, okay, two measures. Okay, and after that, we can see I've been taken two measures. One is like whenever it is more than this, then only I want to show that particular thing. else I don't want to show. And whenever I don't have, I have I take a measure and then I want to show the sales whenever it is lower than this range. So after that, placing one after one, and then I want to make some cosmetic changes over here. Okay, in this particular then you can see in the markers. Okay, have been made the highlighted above for the highlighted above point. Okay, this above line. This is also three lines. We do have three lines over here. One is like forecast sales, one is like height above line, and then one is like in the lines. As earlier, we have been taken only one. Here, I'm taking three values in the line value. Earlier, we do have only forecast sales. Right now, we do have forecast sales for above value, forecast sales for below value. So I've been taken three line values. Then first I kept this one, and after that above value, and after that below line. And now I'm giving shapes for that. Whenever, okay, so for this particular above value, I've been given red color. And for this lower below value, I made green color. And then whenever it is like forecast sales, I made it the same blue color. Okay, this is how I made it. Okay, and then line value here. See, you can see customizer is on, and then you can see the line value for this above and below. The line value stroke is 0, and then for this one forecast sales, the stroke is 3. You can see, because if I make this one also as 0, you can't see the line. You can see only the dots. But I want to make it like 3 because I want to show that one. Then again, if I make the lines for even this one also, okay, here white is not showing because okay, there is no a constant two subsequent dots up above this particular line. Okay, whenever we do have 2 points, okay, consecutive 2 points above that, we'll have the line. But we don't have that, but because that we don't have line. Then even if we get the line also, if we make it 0, it don't shows the line. Only it will shows that particular marker points only. This is how I've done this particular thing. And then afterwards colors, okay, as we needed. And markers also have been done. Markers means nothing but okay, these dots. Then you can choose whatever the marker that you want to place. You can see the markers will change. The blue color, okay, those markers for the forecast values, markers will change. And then I want to keep it again the dot. You can see the dot. The same time, whenever it is like above, height above the requirement, and then here I want to show rectangle. You can see you'll have the rectangles. So whatever the shape that you want to show also, you can decide over here. Then size of the either this also you can decide that. It's not taking 20, and at least you can see 10. Then let me take like 15. Whether it shows or not. No, it is not showing. It's taking only 10. So this is how you can show, like you can highlight that, but I want to make it like 8. That is good value. You can see that simply. Yep. Again, what is the lower value? Is like 7. That's also good. I want to make it as 7 also this one. So this is how we'll highlight something like, okay, there is nothing difficult logic in this. Only thing is I've been made three lines, 3 measures, and then those 3 measures have been taken one after one. It means it is showing one line in blue color. After that, okay, it is showing one line in with red dots and line. And then I made the line as like 0, so it doesn't shows the line. It shows only the dots. And then again after that, okay, the third visual, like I've been placed this one. If you place this line below this, what it will happen? You can see you'll have red dots on backside and then blue dots on white in front of that. But if to show that one, we want to make this upside. Then only we can show it very pleasantly. So this is a combination of DAX and then combination of visual tweaking. We can show this kind of visuals. This is what we call it as visual customization. And then again, we want to go with some other visual customization. So what does, okay, this here, what do these people do that? And then how it can be explained over here. And let me tell you that this is sales and forecast sales, a comparison between sales and forecast. Forecast means target sales. These are the sales that has been done, and then these are the forecast values. Means this is what the expected sales that need to be done, but this much sales has been done in this particular month. And then forecast values has been given to entire year, and then we do have sales until June. Let us suppose that today is like June 30th or something else. So till today I do have sales. So what I need to show here, okay, I want to show the sales and forecast in such a way that until, okay, we do have the sales, we want to show the sales, and after that we want to say the forecast. So until where we do have sales for that particular time, okay, we want to show the sales, and after that we don't need to show the forecast values. So this is what we need to do. For that, what I've been done is like, okay, until which date, okay, we got sales, that is what I want to calculate. How we can do that max of sale date. So here in this situation, we can get, okay, the maximum date until which the sales has been done, so that we can fetch out all the forecast after that particular date. Then only we can show both of them, and then we can use those values over here, and then somehow you can show in this manner. Only thing is, find up to which date we have sales, and after that find the sales that we do have after that particular last sale date. So here you can see, after this particular last sale date, we do have these many days, and then these many forecast values have been taken them over here. How have been taken them? Okay, I'll show you that. You can see I've been find, okay, last sale date, calculate max sale date, remove filters, dim date filters. If you remove that, okay, then max, if you find maximum sales date, so you can have, okay, the maximum sale date on which, okay, the sale has been done. Then afterwards forecast total sales, then you can find it, calculate total sales, and then keep filters dim date is greater than last sale. Means here in this particular calculation, okay, we want to show the values only after the maximum date, okay, where we do have some sales. After which date we do have sales, okay, we want to show the forecast values after that particular date. So I got this answer using our filters. And after that, what I want to do, I want to merge these two values, this one and then this one, in such a way that, okay, these two will combine and then shown in one value, one column. And this is the logic for that last sale date. Calculate maximum.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Sharath.
What is the difference between third column and last column? It is also showing everything, right? Including forecasting, it is showing the.
See,
different.
But this value, it is 107, and then you can see this is 95. Here, what in the last column, what we are doing is we are taking the sales until we do have sales, and after that we are taking this particular forecast. You can see until this,
yes.
okay, we are taking this particular sales, and after that we are taking this particular. So this is what we are doing. So this is completely forecast.
Okay.
This is completely forecast. And then what we have been done in third column means, okay, here this column we've been
only
calculating only the sales after that particular last date where we do have sales. So here what we are doing, the sales until the last date, until the maximum date, okay, until what we have like sales. And after that, okay, what we have been calculated over here, the sales, the forecast values after the particular maximum date. So this one. So after adding to these two values, okay, you can see simple thing, calculating this thing and that thing, both the things, actual sales, and then after this one, and then adding, just simply add that. No need to union that. Just simply add plus, use the plus symbol, and then you can show that. And this is a measure. This is one thing, and then this is normally forecast sales, natural sales, total sales. We need to make these two values at a time. Okay, it's not like we do have only one value or something else. You can see two line values have been taken. Sales value in the bottom and then actuals and forecast on the top. If you make it top, you can understand. You can see the blue line went out. So here we are taking this one. So it contains all the things. And before above that, okay, I want to test uh, the sales total. So this is how. So obviously the line, the red dotted line will be behind this, and then we have like this value. And after that, if you want to make it a different deviation or difference between these two, we will show in this manner. It's not like for each value we can't show some color up to here and then some color up to here. This doesn't work out here. So obviously what we'll do, we'll create this part once again and then we'll add up to this particular. Then you might think like, okay, I don't want to use, okay, why I want to use this? I can use this part and then this part, these two separately. Okay, that will give me answer. So why you need to do this calculation? If you don't, if you use this one and this one, okay, you will miss this part, the connection part between these two lines. One line will start with July, then one line will ends at June. Then there is no gap between like this line won't be appear between that particular June and July point. For that only we are making this line and then we are keeping another line which is this one upon this top. So we'll get this requirement. Then what is this visual?
Hello.
Yep. Just a minute. Yeah. Even though Saturday, still I'm getting messages and emails from my HR. Okay, she needed to submit. Okay. Insurance things. Okay. So here, what is this one? What is this particular visual? Then how we are showing this dynamic values? Generally, this is a like text box, and then in text box also, did I told you like how to like display the dynamic values? Sharat?
Dynamic values in text. No.
In the normal
Text
text,
card.
okay, did I show you how to show the dynamic values?
No.
No, let me tell you, like, okay, here, every time, whenever we come to text box, we'll directly type over here and then we'll show that one. But when we want to take any value dynamically from a measure or something else, or else from a calculation, we do have some values. You can click on values and then you can ask anything, you can type anything and then it will give you an answer. So that will be represented over there. So total sales, I want to calculate all this. You can see total actual sales and the total this one, and then you can see. If I click that, okay, I'll get that answer. So it's like, okay, it's an intelligence kind of things, and then you can give a name for this and then save that. So this particular value will be saved in this particular thing. Whenever, okay, there is a changes in this particular calculation, it will also changes because it is calculating internal. We are not giving any calculation. It is internally calculates. The Power BI intelligence will automatically calculate what is the total sales, total actual sales. Then or else you can write some measure for that here and then you can call that measure over here. It will show that value over here. Then afterwards, once you save this with a name, then you could go for reviews. Then you can have all those values saved over here. And then directly after the text, okay, what which you write, after the text that you write, you can simply click that, and then you can add that one, and then that value will be inserted over here simply. So that in the text box also you can add dynamic values. It's not like, okay, you need to like, rather than card value, you can take this one also and then you can show that. It's up to you like how you want to show. These kind of things that also be done in Power BI text box. This is another thing. And then just a normal folder like style like visualization. Okay, someone asked recently, okay, to do this kind of things. So I've been created this one, and then whenever I do have a heading over here, I'll click on that, and then this will be shown. Then I do have another heading over here. I'll click on that. Okay, I can see the visual over here in this particular folder, and then this in the green blue, I click that, and then I see some other visual or something else over here. So this is a folder like a structure, and then how we need to create this, it should feel like a folder. Okay, that is what a normal thing, normal using our shapes and everything, and then grouping them and then doing a lot of other things. Okay, I've been created this one. Very simple thing, but at the same time, need to spend some time to then look and feel it to look like just like a folder, file folder. Same. Not only this, you can do a lot of things just like, okay, let us suppose that I do have, like Gantt chart, GANTT, not available maybe here. Gantt chart means let's have a date, and then whenever the project started, it will start a bar chart, bar line, and then just like bar, and after that, whenever it ends, it ends. And then when let's suppose that the second project has been started on 5th, and then it ended on 10th, it will shows a bar between that day. So it's not like for each and every time. It shows a bar from the starting. It shows the bar whenever the project has been started or not. So in this kind of scenarios that we can use the bar chart, okay, and then that to stacked bar chart, and then you can show that thing very easily. Just like Gantt chart. The Gantt chart can be created using stacked bar chart. So how we want to do that? Okay, so I'll tell you the logic, and then you can understand how we can do that. Simple thing. You have all the projects and then start date and then end date. So what you can do, you can take the minimum, the start date of all the particular projects, and then you can take as a benchmark. From that, okay, what is the difference between um, uh, that particular constant date or else minimum date of all projects, and then that project start date. You want to find the difference, how many days are there, and then that calculation will be the first measure that you need to drop it in the stacked bar chart. And the second one, okay, how many days that it took to start from starting to ending. So that is the second measure that you need to check for each and every project. So after that, taking projects in the axis, and then taking these two values in the what we call it as in the stacks, okay, in the legends, and then after obviously you'll get that Gantt chart. Very simple thing, but need to think a while how you need to like represent that one. So these are the concepts. You need to practice that, and then for the Gantt chart, bar to Gantt chart, okay, I'll tell you what is the there's no I'll tell you like how you need to write um, what we call it as your table. You can create your own table, and then you can practice on that. Just take some projects which are like project A, B, project A, project B, project C, project D, project E. I 5 projects, and then make some random like dates in a particular month. Let us suppose that we take January 2022. In that particular, okay, 5 projects started on different date and then end on different date. But until here, okay, to make the question requirement clear, make sure all the projects will start in that particular month only, in that particular year, and then it ends on the same month, okay, in that particular year. So that will be easy for you to show it in the graph. Okay, and then afterwards, find the maximum minimum date, okay, minimum date, or else minimum start date. So you can get the least date, okay, where at any point of time, any point of project may started or has started, whatever it may be. After that, you need to calculate, okay, what is the difference between the minimum date and then the start date for each and every project. For one project, it will be 0. For other projects, it might be different from, okay, project to project. It's up to you, like how you give the date. Whenever the minimum date and then like the project date will be same for that particular project, there will be gap is 0. So that particular line will start from 0 to like the duration. So duration also you'll find it just with the start date and end date, how many days it took, and then you'll use that as a second stack. So obviously, first stack you'll make it like white color, and then second stack you'll make it whatever your color you require. So obviously, you can have a Gantt chart made by Stacker Watcher. Simple. That is your task for today. And then these are just like the visual customization concepts. And then you can do a lot of things. Okay, you can do a lot of things through this visual customizations, but you need to have some DAX knowledge for that. Okay, and then again, let me show you another pilot project that you need to work upon. Okay, so pilot project means I'll give you some scenarios, and then you need to work upon that, and then in tomorrow's session I'll explain uh, regarding the pilot projects, and then we'll go to like the main project. Let me show that document, and then you need to understand what it is. Yeah, this is my pilot project. In that, okay, first of all, let me show you the requirements, the data. I do have some data, hotel data, and then whether and then bookings for hotel and then bookings. Let me show you the requirement. Okay, what their business is, product requirement, and then you are approached by a hotel manager to keep him uh, to help him gain insights about two resorts of which they have been recently taken ownership. So they've been bought, okay, two hotels. And then one is like city hotel, and then the second one is like beach resort, and then it is September 2007, and the manager noticed that okay, since taking the control of on January 1, 2017, the total number of guests of the hotel has been increasing. They want to understand if this increase is due to seasonality by comparing the total sales of guests monthly from January 2017 to August 2007 with the same period last year. So this is what they expected. They want to like find the comparison between the sales monthly from January 1, 2017 to from January 1st to August 31st of 2017 year, the same period the before year, so that they can understand that. For that, okay, so technical design means okay, we created some logics, and then how we need to show that we created that. Based upon that, you need to create some okay calculations or else measures or else tables, whatever it might be, and then you need to show the outputs. So how they didn't give any particular logic. Okay, they told only okay the things what we need to create. Okay, so create arriving date. Okay, we don't have the dates exactly. We don't have the date, we do have year, month, and then number, whatever we have. So obviously these things might be in, okay, January is in text format and then both the other things are in numerical part. So what we need to do, we need to convert this January into numerical part, and then afterwards you use these things in a date function, and then you can get a date column, arriving date column. So that is the second logic that you want to like, first logic that you want to create, and then after that create a data table, join a data fields. Okay, so date table create is tarvata, you need to like join the date table with this arrival date. We do have a column name arrival date. Okay, in that for that, okay, we need to have a relationship. And then create a calculated column to calculate total number of guests where the reservation was not cancelled. So to calculate total number of guests, we do have a condition that the reservation was not cancelled. Means where is cancelled. Okay, we need to keep it 0. So we don't want to cancel because we do have two things, whether it is cancelled or not. Okay, it was shown in the form of 1 and 0. 1 means it was cancelled, and then 0 means it's not cancelled. For that, we need to check with this particular thing. How we can do that? We can use where is cancelled is equal to 0 in the particular measure to calculate that. And after that, use calculated measure in visualization to show the number of guests by month. So they are asking to create some monthly sales over here like that. We wanted to create a second visualization based upon the trends of city resort and then beach resort. Okay, that we need to like keep it over here, and then afterwards we need to create a bookmark, and then we need to toggle between those two last two values. Create a tabular view of visualization. Toggle between the visual view and the tabular. One should be visual view, and the second one should be like tabular view. You need to show those things. So this is what your pilot project. Very simple project. You can take 1 hour to finish this one. If you understand each and everything. Okay. I'll show you this particular thing, and then we can how does it look like? This looks like here. This is what our original project has been created. We've been created. Nothing more than that. One page visual. Sorry, one page report. So this is my visual, and then you can see this is my toggle switch, and then this is what they expected in the last. Whenever I toggle, okay, I can toggle from table view to normal line view. Then you can see here I don't have any tooltip. Normal tooltip I do have. I want to convert that to advanced tooltip. Right now you can see we'll have a visual in the tooltip. It's not like text part that you have in the tooltip. It's like another visual that you already kept it over here in this particular tooltip. So you might have been already learned. Okay, did I tell you like how to create the advanced tooltip? Okay, that's part you need to implement, and then toggle switches. You can get them from Google. You can crop them, and then you can keep over here. So after total number of guests, and then based upon this, okay. So guest by 2007 by month. And afterwards, what is the recommendations that you've been seeing? What is uh, the insights that it by this visual is created? Those things that
Tooltip,
you
tooltip is
share.
two images, huh?
Which one?
The tooltip image is two images, sir. Toggle left, right. Tooltip,
Tooltip what?
tooltip image is there, right? Yes or no?
That is not a visual. That is not an visual. This one?
Yes, yes.
No, that is image.
The image that is two images, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So you need to make the Gantt chart using a bar chart. Okay, even if you don't get that one, okay, at least try the visual customization that we've been done today. And after that, I'll give you these particular pilot project data and then requirements. Okay, you can see those requirements and then you need to do this kind of sample. Okay, then take any image. Okay, that's up to you, like whatever image that you want to take and then how you want to toggle this. You want to keep simple buttons or else this toggle buttons. It's up to you, like what you want to keep. And then make sure, okay, these are placed at the same place so that whenever you click that, it doesn't move. And then if it moves, okay, if it doesn't looks like, okay, it should be on the same place. Then only it feels like it is moving. You can see. So what exactly? Okay. So again, do this thing. Then tomorrow, if possible, we'll have some other things, and then we'll go for real-time project FRD concepts, explanation of what is the project, and then how we got the projects, and a lot of real-time things that will start from tomorrow. Okay, Sharad?
Okay.
Okay, fine for today, and then meet you tomorrow. Then I'm stopping the recording, and you can ask your questions, anything.